we're firmly into fall, and for beer lovers, the changing of the colors is nothing compared to the changing of the flavors. We've got festivals, Fräuleins, Firkins, and our first big get on this episode of Brewed. Well, we're at Great River Brewery for the inaugural Firkin Fest.
Say that 5 times
I
fast.
know, and try and say it later on tonight after a couple of these. Firkin Fest, I know that this is something you guys have wanted to do for a long time.
Absolutely.
This isn't something that you just came up with on Wednesday. This has been in the works forever. So
Right, a month ago Wednesday we came up with
that's
it.
how it works. I know for a fact that's not true. This is the inaugural one. The plan is to do many of these. What is Firkin Fest?
Well, you know, Paul and I have always wanted to do something a little different. I mean, how many beer festivals do you guys go to? It seems like
the answer is too many and not enough.
I know.
Right.
There's so many every weekend. So we thought of let's do something different and enjoy great beer, because Firkins are cask conditioned ales. It's the old traditional way of making beer. You put it in a cask, and then you carbonate it naturally. And when you do that, the beer seems a little bit softer, but it's not the traditional way of people making beer nowadays, where you force carbonate it.
Right.
It's fun. We get to use power tools. We get hammers. We pound the faucets in, and then you get to play with different ingredients. You can put, like in this, we put a Trinidad scorpion pepper with our IPA.
Trinidad scorpion pepper.
It's
That
very
sounds
mild.
like someone's about to get killed. What is the Trinidad scorpion pepper?
It's one of the hottest peppers in Scoville units.
Okay.
But when you blend enough pepper with a volume of beer, they meld really well together. It's something fun. You get a little bit of heat to it, and you get to taste what the pepper actually tastes like, instead of saying, "Oh my gosh,"
without going to the emergency.
To the emergency room, and then spicy and bitter really go together well.
So it's cask beer, and Firkin is a unit of measurement.
Firkin is an English unit of measurement. We also, the smaller ones, it's close to like a US 5 gallons.
Okay.
These are called pens.
Okay, so you've got a pen and you've got a Firkin. When you're making something in such a small, limited quantity, I mean, what are they like? How many pints are in a Firkin, would you say?
About 100.
Okay.
We take the beer directly out of the fermenter.
Right.
And put it into the cask. And then we
How
add
long
a
does it
priming
sit in there?
sugar.
How long has this IPA been sitting in here?
What we want to do is we want to re-ferment it just enough to add carbonation.
Right.
Just enough
You
CO2.
do that by putting some sugar in there? Or?
Yep, some priming sugar. Dextrose is a great sugar. Some of the other ones we've added, for example, we did a blueberry kolsch, and we added real blueberries, so there's sugar in there.
Right.
So you have to account for natural sugar from the fruit.
Right.
Any sugar will start to ferment with the yeast that's in the beer, and there you go, you got it. I mean, some of them are gurgling as we speak.
Right, it's just a wonderful thing to see, because you know that they're alive in there.
So it's our fun take on a beer festival, because I don't think a lot of people get to taste something as unique as a Firkin.
Yeah.
The fun part of all of it is you get to experiment with other flavors if you want, or you can just taste like what someone's core beer, or a beer they make all the time, how it would be naturally carbonated.
Right, because now the idea is that you've invited your friends, breweries from across the region, to come and be a part of it. It's not just Great River stuff. You've got breweries from all over Iowa and Illinois coming to this. How important is that to you, to have other people come, other breweries come? Because you guys get along, all of you, remarkably well.
We do.
Considering that technically on paper, you're competing with these people, right?
But they're your greatest friend. Right. When you need something, or they go through the same things that you do. And the funny thing is if you know me at all, they don't really let me out of here that much. Right. This is like the only time I get to see some of that.
Right. Well, look at this. We got one of the new superstars in the Quad City beer scene here, Justin Paris from Wake Brewing. Is this like one of the first things that you guys have ever done where you're giving your beer to the public to try?
This is the, especially out of a Firkin. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that seems a little weird that you're doing Firkins when you're still kind of building things and getting things ready, right?
Not really. I mean, it's a traditional way to serve beer.
Right.
So it's kind of it's definitely a cool way to do it with the community of brewers in general. So this is a good way for all of us to get together.
So this is important because it gives you guys a chance to get along and hang, but also I imagine share some ideas and also give each other tips on what went right or what went wrong with the stuff that you have Firkined up here.
Yeah, don't Firk it up too much.
Don't
right?
Firk it up too much. So what did you bring?
We brought an IPA. We did a traditional American IPA in the sense of the new citrus style hops and everything. We took that approach because we felt that a lot of people are going to be dosing their Firkins with all kinds of crazy stuff.
Right.
It might be cool to just come in and just get something clean.
So while everyone else is doing all kinds of crazy ingredients that you can really get away with when you're doing a Firkin, you decide they're zigging, we're gonna zag.
Yeah.
Here's the IPA.
Plus time pressure. We didn't have a whole lot of time. Also time pressure.
You're able to, like, it's like, here you go, teacher. I was able to get the assignment
Right.
in.
Yeah.
It's copied word for word out of the encyclopedia, but I got it done.
Yeah, it's not plagiarized by any means.
No, you should be fine. Although, if you're spelling flavor with a U, we know you got that from the Encyclopedia Britannica. So the IPU Firkin.
The IPA?
IPA Firkin.
Yes.
IPU. It's a terrible name for a beer. You've got that. What else have you tried here?
I've tried the Radical Effect. They did Butterfinger and coffee in a brown. I've tried.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
yeah. It's pretty. It's really good.
Does crazy, awesome stuff like that.
The Geneseo Russian Imperial Stout, the barrel-aged one I've had, also fantastic. Actually, everything I've had has been pretty fantastic so far. So I haven't made the full rounds yet. They're all going to be good.
They are all going to be good. Wake Brewing, we're super excited about you guys being open, and I imagine at some point we'll be bringing those cameras into that place.
Yeah.
A fun fact, and back me up on this, because you're the brewer, I'm not. They just gave me a show for some reason. Firkin is a unit of measurement, right?
Yes.
So then you've got like your pens,
Right.
your firkins, your barrels.
A hogshead.
A hogshead.
Yeah.
What's bigger than a hogshead? What's the biggest barrel that you can make?
I believe it is a hogshead.
No, there's
wait,
one
no.
bigger.
Well.
No, there's
Sure.
one. There's
Sure,
one
what is
twice as big as a hogshead. It's a butt.
Oh yeah.
B-U-T-T.
The full butt.
A butt. So
I don't want to drink out of a
idea.
butt.
Well,
No, I don't.
it depends on the butt. Number one. Number two. Here's what I'm thinking.
What?
Wake Brewing 2018. We have Butt Fest.
That could go terribly wrong.
A buttload of beer. Butt Fest. It writes itself.
I can see the logo now.
Yes, I'm giving you $1 million ideas. You don't want to use it, that's up to you. But hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Have fun here at the inaugural Firkin Fest.
Correct.
That's the Scorpion IPA that you got? Which
Yeah, a Trinidad Scorpion IPA.
Trinidad Scorpion. And then this is the Blueberry Kolsch.
Yeah, how do you like it?
I haven't had it yet. Oh, I like that very much. So this is real blueberries. This isn't an
Absolutely.
This isn't an extract or an artificial flavor.
Not at all.
From a Firkin, it's just a very different experience on your palate as far as you don't have that forced carbonation thing
Right.
going on.
Carbonation, you're used to it. Think Coca-Cola or Sprite or something,
Right.
where it just burns your tongue. I mean, when it does something like that, it kind of takes away some of the flavor components. I
Right.
mean, it might feel really good, but as far as from a taste perspective,
Right.
I think you get more taste with a natural carbonation.
You absolutely do. Firkin Fest.
There you go,
it's
man.
awesome.
Cheers.
Congratulations. Here's to many, many more. Having a great Firkin
Cheers.
time. Coming up on Brewed, Oktoberfest. The outfits, the brats, and most importantly, the beers. Join us as we crash the best kind of fall party.